we were all told we were AA. And so I grew up with that notion of being AA all my life.
Okay.
Up until last year, although it was really shocking to hear or to know about my genotype as at last year. But I'm already used to it right now. And sometimes I still tell myself that, oh,
you're not.
You're not.
But when reality hits, you tell yourself the truth.
When the pain comes, you will know that there is a difference.
Hi everyone, this is Lillian of Malich's Foundation, and I welcome you to this amazing and interesting episode with amazing guest Ada, who wasn't aware of her genotype status until last year. Guess what? And she was close to 30, or rather, close to 30 as at last year, right? So, hi Ada, let's meet you on this episode.
Hi Lillian, good afternoon. My name is Adeze Chilaka.
Okay.
And yes, I am an SC, but I never knew up till last year.
Interesting.
Yes, and like you said, I was already approaching 30 at that time.
Okay.
So, it's going to be a good journey. So
I trust so. So please, can you tell us, how was it before you got this news? How was it before you were aware? What happened?
All right. Thank you so much. So, growing up, I had always had the idea or the notion that we're 4 children. My mom is late, God bless her memory. And, I had 3 brothers and I'm the only girl in my house. And we were all told we were AA. And so I grew up with that notion of being AA all my life.
Okay.
Up until last year, although it was really shocking to hear or to know about my genotype as at last year. But I'm already used to it right now. And sometimes I still tell myself that, oh,
you're not.
You're not.
But when reality hits, you tell yourself the truth.
When the pain comes, you will know that there is a difference.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so before last year, what was the crisis like when you go to the hospital, or the times you're not feeling well and you go to the hospital? What do they say? I mean, they didn't run a test, or what exactly happened?
Growing up as a child, my mom will always say when she takes me to the hospital, they just don't see anything.
Okay.
Nothing. So even when they run the lab test results and all, there was nothing to show that, oh, this is the state of your child, or your child was. I like, for all the number of times we went to the hospital, there was no time I was diagnosed with me being a sickle cell carrier at all. They would just tell her, please just go home. And it got to a point where most times what we're just doing was, if Ada is not feeling well, there's always a nurse. She just come give me treatment. And funny enough, in the space of, I might just be sick now, in the space of 2-3 hours, I'm fine.
Okay.
And so I would not say I have ever had a crisis moment. I would just fall sick, probably at school, and then but I know that I was always tired.
Fatigue.
Yeah, so I was always tired, and my mom just felt like, don't worry, it's normal for girls. With folic acid and B complex, my mom believes it was a feminine thing.
Okay, I get that.
So she feels like if you're up to the age of menstruation, you should be taking folic acid and B complex.
Okay.
So that it just helps you boost immune and your immune system and all that. But I did not even take it because, I did not even, if you're taking drugs for sickle cell, I never knew it as that. I just know that, it's a girl thing. It's a girl medication. And it was only me that was taking. My brothers were not taking.
Taking, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so, but nothing really, because, so there was one time from school when, when you get into university and they do all those checks for you and all that. So I brought my test result back home. The test showed SS.
SS?
Yes, the test actually showed SS because
when was this? Sorry.
This was in 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, 2019. Now, throughout my secondary school days, I can't remember having a major sickness. So it was during the period of 2019, and so I woke up one day and started having pains on my leg.
Okay.
Now, this was because before I got admission, I started having pains on my leg, and the pain was not going. I went to do a scan, and they said nothing. My bones were okay, my joints were okay. I ran a test, they said nothing. Me, I took it as nothing too now. I just drank medicine. But another thing, my dad was a pastor. My dad is a pastor, so my dad is always saying that, don't worry, just tell Jesus about it. You will be fine.
I know that, right?
And so we did not really just bother about it because my mom will always say, see our neighbor children, I should be in SS where them be. You see the way then they fall sick. They fall sick like that. Like that's what my mom would always tell me anytime I come back home.
The
yes. She's like, you are a healthy child. I don't know what is bringing any of these notions to your head. And so when they said, oh, my leg was good and okay, I just need to do exercise, I took it. I thought, okay, fine. Let me just continue. Then it was now in university. When they gave me the result now, I took it home. I showed my mom. She brought up the talk of, you are not it. Believe that you are not it. Have the faith.
Okay.
Now, I grew up with brothers that see anything they watch on TV, they'll practice it on your body. Like, we played a lot. So my mom was like, if you are an SS, there's some things you cannot do.
You can't be doing this. Exactly. Very true.
There's some things you cannot do.
Very true.
But the fact that I was pushing, like, we had not had borehole that time in our house. So we used to fetch water. I used to carry 25-liter jerry can.
I was only making you sick.
So when I carry these like jerry cans and then like if my brothers are not around and my mom needs water and I go to fetch water for my mom, I know that one thing was I was always feeling tired and my mom would just say, don't worry, that's so woman they be and I know they're strong and that's what my dad would tell you too, that women are not really strong like that. So I just had all those in my head. That's just it. That was. Although with everything and all the test results I got even from school, and then even when I was doing my 1 year IT too, when they checked again during that time, because the medical person there, the med lab person there, she just saw me and said, Ada, look at your eyes. Another thing about my eyes. So, my eyes.
I was going to come to that. Has it always been like this? Because with this, you can easily tell, right?
Yes.
But has it always been like this at that time?
Yes, my eyes has always been like this, but they felt it was jaundice.
Oh,
because jaundice have this color of eyes, so they felt it was jaundice. I was like, now me, I wanted to study medicine, so I was doing all this research and everything. So I used to tell my mom that jaundice is not for babies. Abi, don't you get to a certain age and then there's some days when I will wake up, my eyes are all white. Okay, and then my mother will say, go and look at your eye. Is it the same? I'll tell you that this thing is jaundice. It comes once in a while. I just had that belief. It was a mentality thing. Okay. It stuck to my brain and no matter what anybody was going to say, I knew that I was not it.
Okay, so, I mean, this is interesting. So, I think the two things I picked from what you just shared, right? I think the first one, we would have to, hold our labs responsible here.
Yeah.
Right. And at the same time, somehow I think we just chip in ignorance, something they were not aware of,
exactly,
lack of knowledge. Because the truth is, if they had known, and I think Momsi knew because you guys had a neighbor.
Yeah.
But you see the idea of spirituality thinking, let's stay under the my child is not this, my child is not that. Yeah. So that's it. But thank God at some point you realize and start managing it well and all of that. Because myself, growing up, I used to have my very red eye like this as well. In short, this is even clearer, right? So when I realized it and I accepted what it is for me and we started doing the proper, that's why I didn't even know B complex and folic acid is for just normal, every lady should take. What I knew was it was the sickle cell routine drugs kind of thing. Do you understand? And the Complan milk and, blood tonic and all of, at that time, do you know they're going to do ugu and milk. I take all of these things just to keep up and make sure that I wasn't always falling sick. But yet, I still fall sick, but somehow, God has been helping us. Do you understand? So for me, I think it's ignorance and, holding our labs responsible. Because I see no reason why someone comes to the hospital, you're not feeling well. I think the first thing you're supposed to do is run proper checks, like test and do everything you need to do and all of that. But yeah, thank you for being very open and vulnerable with us, and we do appreciate that. So another thing is, when you finally realized, right, what was it for you? How did you feel at that moment? Having to know that before now, it's something they've been saying here and there, but you've just been, would I say, denial or something.
Yeah.
And now you now realize that, okay, finally, I think this is somehow going to be my reality. What was it for you?
Okay, so you remember from all the tests, it was showing SS from all the tests.
Yeah.
But when I did this particular test last year, my blood was, I think I was at 14% that day when I got to the hospital. I think 14 or 9.
Yeah.
No, I was 14 on Friday, and I had to stay till Sunday night before I had access to a hospital, because I did not know what was wrong with me.
What was this?
So this was also during the November period.
When you finally realized?
When I finally realized it. So it was when I now got to the hospital, and then the doctor just looked at me and said, no, that if this person is SS, because I don't know if you know Pastor Emmanuel in church, Pastor Progress's husband. So he looked at it, and so he was also the person too he was really, really, God bless that man. He was really, really available for me at that point. And then when we got to the hospital, the doctor had said, that somebody that is SS cannot last up until now for a blood level of that number. That let them redo the test again and let us be sure. So that was when they redid the test again, and they found out that it wasn't SS, it was SC. But now, the thing is, I don't even know any of my parents' genotype, but I know that one is AS.
Okay, so you wouldn't, yeah.
I know that one of them is AS.
I guess they should be AS.
Exactly.
Because,
But when I knew about it, I was devastated.
Can you imagine?
I actually wanted the world to end.
What is that?
What is that? It dawned on me that there's going to be a stigma, especially getting married and getting close to people, because people would see you as a plague, which is not supposed to be so, because these people are also humans. And at that point, I did not want to do anything with my life again.
Oh, really?
It was a blow for me. It took me to another state mentally. Coupled with the fact that my mom was not there.
Okay, so sorry.
So I don't know. At that point, I never knew what to do again. I just told myself.
Talk to finally.
I just told myself that. I just breathed and I was like, life will be fine.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know, right? Oh, so sorry. Like I used to say, right? It's not death sentence.
It really is not.
It's not actually. You can still live, have fun, do your thing. But now the difference is that you're mindful.
Yeah.
You're very mindful, because you can't live without having to think that, okay, when I do something, I start getting really tired. That fatigue thing is one thing. That one, I get the whole lot. Always tired, or, and some persons will be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you always tired? Lazy girl, all of those things. But hello, come and wear the shoe.
Exactly.
And you would know. But yeah, I mean, it's something you can live and still enjoy your life doing, right? Just get to manage well. And like you said, you still take your B complex and all of that.
Yes.
Let's not lie.
I try my best.
I try my best.
So I don't take it always.
All the time,
last week, last 2 weeks, I went to buy fake.
Oh, really?
And then it started disturbing my system. So for like a week or two now, I haven't taken, because I want to flush that one away first.
Yeah. So what I do is more of water. Is there something my mom always say? Don't love water. Let it be your best friend. Like everywhere I go, I'm always with water. Like in a day, I can finish, not a bag, but probably half, or 1 to 2 liters of water.
That's why your skin is glowing.
Okay. But yeah, it's very important. Water and fruits. That's one thing that I do not even take. I don't joke with it. Water and fruit, because the truth is, this is it already. You have to help yourself. I mean, you can't just come and go like that. You have to help yourself rather, and accept what it is. Yeah. So the big thing is holding our lab responsible, and I hope they get to do better these days, because this is not the first case. right? It's not the first case. I've had like several cases, and one comes and tell me, a lady will come and tell, I think last year when we were doing this project that we were about to do, she just told me a story because she's actually very young, and I'm seeing her carrying a baby of 2 years or something. I was so interested. I had to call her. I'm like, what happened? You're beautiful. I feel like you're learned. What happened? She said, my dear, that she has always known herself to be AA, right? And husband AS. Do you get? And I mean, that's it. AAAS. Of course, that's very compatible, right?
Yes, yeah.
After they got married, gave birth, she realized her son started getting falling sick back to back. What's going on? They took him to the hospital. After they ran a test, the genotype result came out and it was SS. How? They went back to the hospital for herself and her husband. She all of a sudden from AA to AS. What would you tell me happened? What happened exactly? You right? She get where I'm coming from. So I feel like the labs, they should, I don't know if it's what they use, if it's the genotype kit test they use or the facility, whatever they do, please. I think I want them to pay more attention to these things because it's costing a lot of stuff. It's not enough to put this awareness out there. If they don't make a change, nothing would happen. If they don't take like a step to this thing, nothing would happen, right? So we were putting it directly to our lab, the hospitals, the laboratory centers and everything. Please be intentional about these things for us, please. At least let's know that we're solving one of the problem, from that, with that.
Yeah, and also as an individual, if you sense something, go to the hospital. I never bothered to go to the hospital.
Exactly. So you need flogging joy.
Well, somehow I kind of like the fact that I was ignorant about it.
Okay, I get.
I would not lie. I like, because knowing it now, it is stressing me every day. Because I'm thinking of what can I do, what can I not do, this one, that one. But when I was ignorant, I was doing everything. But at least, in as much as my mom had already put that thing in my head, or in as much as we were having not like me, in as much as I had the faith that, okay, I was not it, I should have just checked. Because I was old enough. I was already in university. Okay, so if at the point of growing up, they were saying, oh, I was not. I was already in the university. I should have taken my own time
and
to do a proper check on my own self.
Yeah.
And then, even if whatever the test is, I should have just say, okay, in as much as probably if I still go back to my mom, she'll still tell me the same thing. But I've just started making research for myself and knowing what to do, what not to do. And I feel like if I had done that, it would have helped me a whole lot. But why I say ignorance was good was because, like, when I started having issues with my leg, and the fact that I knew that it was nothing helped me. If not, there would have been something that I would have seen. And somehow, yesterday, I had a thought. I was like, what if they had known that time? Would I have amputated my leg?
No, like
a whole lot came to my mind. A whole lot came to my mind. So I was like, it's good I was ignorant about it.
But at the same time, I feel like if they had known and you also realized what it was, there are medications for it. I'm not sure you had crisis. I'm not sure the number of crises you had was what I had growing up. Like, growing up for me was always back to back visiting the hospital, right? If I don't eat what I'm supposed to eat, my mom is scolding, my dad is scolding. Everybody is scolding because they know what it is. When it starts, like, nobody's hearing word. I am either crying, shouting, having to rush me to the hospital. Do you understand? So I feel like if they had known, or if you're aware of it, there's something to do. And the truth is, the folic acid you're taking, say, maybe you're not even consistent. That's why I was not. Do you get? It's even now, funny enough, growing up, my routine drugs was always there. I was always taking it. Folic acid, B complex, Complan milk, and so many other fruits, water, and all of those things, right? I do not do strenuous stuff. Like, they used to know me as the ajebo in the house. I don't even do house choice per se. Oh, wow. Do you get? Yeah, because everybody was surprised. I think it was from me they knew what genotype is about. Do you understand? Because, I mean, what's SS? And Mopsy AS, Popsy was AS. Do you understand? Thank God it wasn't even SS. I forgot the day, yeah. But yeah, do you get? So I feel like if it was something, if you had known, you'd have
Managed it.
managed it properly. And this clearing of this eye yellowish thing in your eyes and everything, I'm not sure. I'm sure you're better and all of
Yes,
that.
it will.
Yeah,
And me if I need to help myself.
exactly. I feel like we all need to help ourselves.
Doing the 9 to 5,
Okay, that
going out
too.
every day, the
That
stress
too.
and all that is still there. But and funny enough, you still see this pain that people are talking about. Like the pain I was having, I think it was totally different from what every other person was having. Because growing up, my own pain was something that this thing, paracetamol, could solve. Do you know, it was up until last year. Because when someone was, when somebody was describing how the pains are, they said that it was like they're using bottle to tear your veins. Do you know, I will not lie, I actually prayed that let me experience it so that I can say.
No, don't.
No, I think God heard my prayer because the first one I had.
I was going to come to that. What was your experience? What was the crisis like after you realized and you had the first crisis? What was it like? And let me say something. The pain, you know how they say you can't describe pregnancy pain. This one you cannot describe it because after the pain today and tomorrow you're fine. You start thinking, what just happened? What just happened?
Exactly.
Your joints, everywhere, your bones, everywhere, your head, your chest. And I'm like, God, what is this? But yeah, tell us what it was for you, the first crisis you ever had.
So the first crisis I ever had was was it last? No, it was early this year. The first one I ever had, my God, it went to 1 billion. That night, I just told God, I bet this is not what I planned. This is not how it was, but God, I've never seen that pain before, but I don't know how I enjoyed it. Because I did not know that they are supposed to buy medication. So I just felt like, okay, paracetamol will solve it. So in my heart of heart, I was, since I like made that prayer, in my heart of heart, I was like, okay, let me just buy paracetamol and keep all this ibuka.
Okay, yeah, ibuka.
That's like my highest pain. I took it. I took the paracetamol. First of all, it did not even work. Hey, I said that.
Sometimes when you notice it and you just want to quickly kill the pain.
This one is too much, but I am thankful for that experience. At least I know what it is like. But now my pains are really manageable.
Okay.
I can still go a day. Although I have a medication now that I always have in my bag. But I can still sleep. Manage and just lie down. Let the pain go. But I would always take medication now.
So in closing, what's your advice for the parents of a sickle cell warrior? And these are 2 questions. And what's your advice for the warriors?
Okay, so for the parents, one thing I would say is know your child. I don't think we should always assume that, this one is strong, this one is weak. Know your children. If it means you taking out time to study the pattern of that child, and when you notice something different, please go to the hospital. Pay attention. Go to the hospital. And check what is wrong. When I say go to the hospital, I need parents to be serious. No matter what they are telling you, don't go to as many as possible. Go to 1 million hospitals. Get different tests done. Know which one you want to take. And I'm sure that going to as many as 10 or 20 hospitals.
You get to 5 or 10.
Thank you. Yeah. You will definitely see something that correlates with what you have from all these hospitals, and then you know. But parents need to be really attentive. I know that sometimes ignorance is good, but don't take it to the extreme. Just be careful with every child that you have. Now, if you know your genotype before getting married, it is good. If you know that you are AA, your husband is AA, or you are AS, your husband is AA, it is fine. Try as much as possible to know all the genotype of your children, and don't do that genotype in one hospital. Go to as many hospitals as you want to do the genotype of all your children. Be sure of what you are telling them.
Yeah, true.
And so that, because it will still help them in the future. Because I would still say that me knowing that I was AA and then transitioning to SC, it was really a tough one for me. Really, really a tough one for me. But if I had known it on time, I would have managed better.
Yeah, very.
Yes, I would have managed better. Now to the warriors, be careful of what you put inside your mouth and drink a lot of water.
Very important.
Now, another side of this thing is the stigma and
Around this.
your mental health around this. Don't stigmatize yourself. You are beautiful the way you are. Whether SS or AA. You are beautiful. Another thing is try and do something that gives you money. Now, I am of the opinion that if you have money, your mental health, you will not be having mental health issues. If you have money, you can manage everything. Even if it's sickle cell, you can still manage yourself. So I know that it is really stressful being a sickle cell person. You feel wake up, like you can wake up and
you can give it to us like that. Don't worry. If you wake up,
just know say today is not a good day. Today, as in God, what's happening?
Time to
I like there was one morning when I woke up and I was going to work and all my body, like from my head, like immediately I got out of the house, I started feeling the pain from my head to my leg. And I just told myself that God, today is not that day, I don't have the strength. But we should just keep pushing. Just keep pushing. See, you go still marry that fine man. That's what I know. Whether you have this genotype thing or not, you go still marry that fine man and you'll be fine. Trust me. Let's not stigmatize ourselves before the people start stigmatizing us. Yeah. Like, I want to say something. In NYSC, when they told me to go home, I told them no. And I gave them the option of, if I fall sick, then I will go home. But I did not fall sick. I bathed cold water. It was tough.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
It was tough. I bathed cold water one day.
Yeah.
Chai. But we should not stigmatize ourselves. When you start stigmatizing yourself, when the word do it to you, it pain you.
Yeah.
But when you're not doing it to yourself, as they talk, they from one ear, they come up from the other ear.
Yeah, true.
So I just feel that carry yourself with grace and class. Just carry yourself. You will be fine. It's just a matter of time, and always please take folic acid, take B complex. That's the one I know. I don't know of any other one again. But take your routine medications and you'll be fine.
Wow, beautifully said. Thank you so much for sharing all of this with us.
For having me.
I'm sure it will inspire and educate many of us, and also the parents and the health practitioners out there, right? Another thing I would say to the warriors, when you need to rest. It's not that difficult. It's not that hard. Like, I say it, when you need, even normal people that are not even the AA and the AS self, they get to rest when they need to rest. So do not even take it hard on yourself. Yes, this is the reality, right? Accept it. And like she said, own it. Walk, like, as they were coming your shoulder, they show.
I'm telling you, I'm not seem proud. Look at, see one of them. A proud SE. A proud one.
Be coming down, yeah. But yeah, the thing is, please own it and just do the best, do the most out of it. Do not settle for bare minimum at all. That's not what we want here. And that's why we're here. That's why Malichis Foundation is out here advocating for all of us. We need the best. We deserve the better life that we deserve. If there's anything like that, right? Yeah. So thank you for staying and sticking with us. I hope you enjoyed this amazing episode with our beautiful Adeze, right? And till we'll share another episode. Thank you. Share, comment, and please, we have our forthcoming projects coming up this November 17th. And we're still here soliciting for your help, your funds, your support, and sponsorship. And also, please spread the news, spread the gospel, spread it out there. We need to put it out there that the stigma is not what we want. What we want is healing and,
love.
Empowering, love, kindness. Just be kind with your words and all of that. Thank you very much. Have an amazing day.
Bye.